Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to be creating this floral piece and I'm going to be using the new Karin Markers RealBrush markers. If you've ever used Karin markers before, these are very similar to the Brush Marker Pro pens, but the only thing that's different is the actual nib. So with these new RealBrush pens, it's like an actual paintbrush and the ink just flows out real nice. So I'm excited to use these and show you how to create a piece using them. So the colors I will be using are blush, rose pink, olive, and curry. And I'm using Canson XL mixed media paper. So to get started, whenever I'm creating a flower, I always dot out the center, so it just kind of gives me a guideline of where I'm going to start the petals. So once I've done that, I'm going to take my blush color and create a base petal, and it can be really wispy. It doesn't have to be completely full. And then I take my rose pink color and I just fill in some shadows from the bottom and the top, and this will give it some depth and give it some nice color gradients. And I just go around and continue to do that, leaving some gaps in between each petal. You can work 2 petals at a time. It just depends on how quickly you work. You don't want the petal to dry with the blush color because then it's hard for the rose pink color to blend in really easily. So we will continue all the way around until you complete the circle, just doing the same steps, laying down that blush color for a petal shape and then dropping in some rose pink. And I just do some light wisps starting from either the bottom of the petal, working the way in, and then starting from the top of the petal, also working your way inside as well. So one thing that I love about these RealBrush pens is that it feels like you're just painting with a paintbrush minus the water because you don't need it. And I really like how the colors just kind of bleed into one another, just like it would with traditional watercolor. So like I said, these are a new product by Karin Markers. You can find them by looking them up on their website, and then they should be available on Amazon sometime soon. Now, once that is done, you want to make sure that you let it dry. This is important because if you don't, then the next petals that we do are going to blend in with the first layer, and you don't want that. You want them to be more defined. So let it dry. And then we are going to create that second layer of petals all the way around, just kind of filling in the gaps and where you think it's necessary. You don't have to put it between every other one. It just depends on where you find there are gaps and where you need them. So it's the same step where we're going to create that petal with the blush color and then drop in the rose pink as well. And on this layer, I like to, since it's the top layer, I like to add the blush pink almost all the way around the petals, so it's really defined and you can really see that it's the top layer. You don't have to do that, but I like to do that just to show that it's the second layer, and again, to give it that dimension like it's popping up off of the paper. Once you are done with that, you can use your curry color and just I create the outside of the leaf first, making upward strokes to make it look like the leaf has ridges. And you can do that with your curry color and then fill in the center. Also, while the center is still wet, you can add in a line for the olive color, which is like the vein. And then we're going to create a second leaf as well, doing the same process with that curry color and then adding in the olive color. Now with our olive color, which is a darker color, we're just going to add some smaller leaves. And it's okay if it overlaps and it covers up the flower a little bit. It just gives it some more depth and dimension. And I just like to add these small leaves by creating one line first with the leaf at the top and then creating leaves off of that as well. I forgot to mention that I do add a little bit of yellow. This is the Canary color by Karin Markers, but if you don't have it, you can also just use the same color that you used for the base, which is that blush color, because we add in drops of the curry color, which give it a lot of depth and makes it look like it's popping out. You can just dab the curry color in while it's still wet, and you want to put it around the edge of the circle where the petals meet the circle, and that will create the center of your flower. There you have it. We have our cute little flower that we've created, which was very simple to use because it was the RealBrush pen, so it felt like we were just painting it right on the paper. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.